Hello everyone, it's Moran, aka Starseed Tarot. So today I'm going to show you this deck in particular, which is the new Tattoo Tarot Mini. I wanted to show you this, so obviously I'm going to do kind of like a comparison between the original one, which is the standard version, just to show you like the size difference, but I also have some other mini decks on the side, just so I can show you also the difference between other mini decks, just so you can see a little bit the size difference. But yeah, it's very cute. It comes in this little box. As you can see, there is also some golden embossed into the box. On the back, it says a tarot deck by tattoo artist Oliver Munden with a fold-out guide to all 78 tarot. It says US $12.99, and it's actually I think it's around $9.99 or £10. You can buy it in different shops, or you can buy it on Amazon. But yeah, it opens like this in this little box. So it's still a sturdy like card box, but it opens differently from usual. There's no magnetic closure, so it's just like this. This is by the same publisher as this one, which is Lawrence I can't remember, Lawrence King Publishing, I think it's called. Yeah, it says it here, lawrenceking.com. So it's the same publisher as this one. And yeah, so then you have a little ribbon inside. There is the fold somewhere. Let me check if I have it somewhere here. Yeah, I do have it here. So it's just a fold paper there, Tattoo Tarot. And to be honest, the guidebook, anyway, with all the description of the cards, but there's also how to interpret the cards and so on. So, but the guidebook in this one is also not very good. I'm gonna show you quickly before we go on to the cards, but let me try to grab it. Oh my god. Okay, so as you can see, it's very tiny. There is not much information. There's some spreads, there's some like connecting to reading, all this type of stuff. But then there's not much information. You can see there's few lines for each card, and this is basically the same. This little foldable thing here is the same. You see, you have only few keywords / sentences for each. So yeah, not the best. You can buy your own, it's only £10. So at the end of the day, you buy this for £10. You buy the little book of tarot by, I can't remember who it is, but it's around £5, I think, or even £10. And for £20, you can learn tarot and have a mini deck. But yeah, let's go ahead with the cards now. So obviously, for those who know, you will know this deck is quite popular deck. It's been around for a long time. This one is from Urban Outfitters, but I didn't buy it in Urban Outfitters. I bought it in on Vinted. So I bought it for like £3 instead of £16, which was a bargain. For those who don't know, on Vinted you can also find second-hand tarot decks. But yeah, very popular. So now we're gonna have a look at the deck. I'm not gonna do a flip through of the deck. I just wanted to show you mainly the size, really, and compare it to other mini decks. But there are a few differences between this version and the small one in terms of colors and stuff like this. So you can see already the difference in colors. So that's the mini one and that's the standard one. So even the standard is bigger than a normal tarot deck. Let me just grab a tarot to show you. Just bear with me. We're gonna grab this one. This is the Modern Way Tarot. That's just a regular size tarot. So you can see already that this one is bigger. So it's slightly wider, but very tiny difference. And then is taller, as you can see the difference of color there. So it's a little bit taller and a little bit wider, not massive. The difference is not massive, but it's still different. So let me put this away for a minute so it doesn't get too cluttered and we can find our way. So here we are. So yeah, there's a difference already in this size, but then you have this one. So obviously, as I said, the color difference, and then when we look at the size, is massive. The difference is massive. So it's a very tiny deck. In terms of design, it's different as well. Here you have the eye, and here you have more of a sun. So the design changed as well, which is nice because they didn't just like made a copy and paste of the back. You know, they just tried to be creative a little bit and find a different design. So it's very similar, but they, you know, for example, they removed this little squiggle there in there. They changed this to an eye. That's the only thing I can see really, but just a slight difference. And then the only difference I noticed is more in terms of color. So here you can see it's more of almost like a vintage type of filter that's been applied to the card. And when you look at this one, it's a lot whiter. So here we have a King of Wands and the Queen of Coins. Let me see if I can find the King of Wands as well, so I can show you actual, you know, the cards next to each other, so you can see the difference. If the drawings are the same, it's gonna be the last one. I'm pretty sure every time you try to look for a card, this is what happens. But at the same time, it's good for you. So if you've never seen the deck, you can now see the deck. It's a peepish deck, but you know, it's nice because even if this one is a peep, it's nice, you know, it's nice to look at. The King of Wands, King of Wands, King of Wands. Where is the King of Wands? It's gonna be the last one, as I told you. It's there. Here we are. So we have the King of Wands now. So you can see the drawings or the image, the card is the same. It's the exact same. There's no difference. It's just this one is whiter, as you can see. So that's the difference between this version and the mini version. And I'm gonna show you all the mini decks where you can compare the size between this mini version and other minis. So we have the Light Seers, for example, as the first one, which is one of a popular one as well. So that's why I decided to show you this one as well. So this card fell. So compared to the Light Seer, you can see is less wide and smaller than the Light Seers, for example. In terms of card stock, it's the same as the bigger one, and it's also very similar to the Light Seer. So if you have the Light Seer, it's pretty much the same kind of card stock. But this one, yeah, the Light Seers is bigger and wider than this one. Okay, so we have this one. Then I'm going to show you because again it's another popular mini deck, because I know some people don't really like the Light Seers, even though it's popular. They don't like it enough to have it as a mini. So this one is the Everyday Tarot, which is a very cheap mini deck. That's why people usually go for this one. And I'm gonna show you the difference. This one is a little bit more like a square, but at least it will give you a little bit of an idea. So this one is definitely wider because it's more like a playing card almost, and also taller. So that's against the Everyday Tarot, which is another popular mini deck. And then I'm gonna show you against the Radiant White Tarot, which is again another, oh my god, all the cards are falling down. Another popular one. The Morgan Greer is the same in a tin like this, is the same. The Rider-Waite Smith Centennial in a tin will be the same size as this. So you can see the difference there. And you can see it's definitely less wide and tiny, like smaller than this mini deck in a tin. So overall is tinier than all the other decks, but to be honest, it does still shuffle pretty nice. There's no problem because the card stock is nice, and the big one, to be honest, the big one is sometimes hard to shuffle, especially if you have small hands, because it's bigger, you know, it's bigger, so it's harder to to shuffle. But this one is nice cardstock, nice to handle in the hands. Yeah, it feels very nice, and you can see like I'm shuffling and it's not like jumping everywhere. I mean, like we have a jumper now too, but yeah, it's very nice. And we have the 5 of coins and the 5 of swords, 2 5, so it's a sign 5-5. But yeah, that's the unboxing, or you know, like comparison of the Tartu Tarot. I'm not doing a walkthrough because this deck is quite popular, so even if you want to look at the Tartu Tarot, is the same, so you will see better even than this one, because the cards are bigger. But yeah, I didn't want to do an unboxing, like a flip through or walkthrough of this one. I just wanted to show you really the size, the differences that I could notice between this one and the bigger version, and also differences between this one that is a mini tarot and other tiny mini tarot. So yeah, I have a few others mini tarot, but they're pretty much the same, either the same size or they are, you know, not relevant enough, you know, like they're not popular enough. So yeah, I just wanted to show against popular decks. But yeah, that's the Tartu Tarot mini that you can find on Amazon. It's very cheap, it's £10. So for £10 you have a very good deck. I used it last week for clients and it was amazing, in conjunction with the big one obviously. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you have this deck, if you consider buying this deck, what you think about this one, you know. Anything that you want to let me know in the comments, let me know. Any questions you have, anything, just engage and I will reply. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.